Hey, Bob here, Mohawk Valley Farm, and I want to give you an update. As many of you know, in the area we were evacuated because of some fire danger. Had some forest fires just over the hill and got within a few miles of us, and so we reached the evacuation level 3, which means go. That's basically the whole state of Oregon was on fire in some place or another, and so it's with all the rain that we've gotten recently, definitely feeling better about the outcome or the future. So we're so thankful that that the rain came and we're able to be back. So, and the air is clear, so couldn't be better. And so we're just getting ready for fall. We'll take you on a little tour and let you see the animals. And I think we've got a few animals that you've never met before, so we'll introduce you to those guys too. So one of the things that we had to do was we had these chickens in this trough. They were about 3 weeks old when they're about 5 weeks old now. So a couple weeks ago when we were evacuating, we did decide, where we're going to take these chickens, and it's not, it's not easy moving livestock, but we decided that there was a chance that we wouldn't be able to come back and feed them and give them water, and certainly didn't want them to burn up in the fire. So we decided to load this up in the back of the car, and we took it to my in-laws' house, and were able to take care of them there. So anyway, they're back. We got them back in the shop. They're about a couple days away from being able to go out in the coop. Probably could go now. I'm just kind of testing it out with the less light and making sure they're staying warm and healthy. But in the next few days, we're going to move them out to the chicken coop. Yeah, they're doing great. Back in the shop, breathing the nice fresh air, and they all made it. So we've been letting the chickens free range, and they love to get into the poop. What they're doing here, but they just like to mix it up with the rest of the animals. So we also had to evacuate the full-grown chickens. They were we had about 45 chickens, or close to 45 chickens, and we didn't want to take them all. I have an automatic waterer that's really cool, and I have an automatic food barrel that was good for over a week. So we left about half of them here, loaded them up in the van, or in a friend of ours' van, and he stored them. He could hold about 20 some chickens. So we took about 24 chickens and put them in his van and left the rest here. And as a result of that, they all made it. It was all fine. It was smoky, but they definitely changed a few of their habits that didn't go well for them. They ended up, because the dogs weren't here and nobody was here, they ended up making their way to where they were going in our yard, where they normally stay away from because the dogs are over there. Well, habit turned into a couple chickens getting eaten by our puppy, actually. So unfortunately, they've now changed it back, and they're going out in the field here on the pasture, where they're safer. But so anyway, we got them back. We lost a few. We're going to add another 12 to the mix, so we'll be back up over 50 chickens when it's all said and done. Anyway, chickens are doing good. They're happy again. And yeah, let's take a look at the pigs. We had a heck of a time actually not only getting them loaded, but a really heck of a time getting them unloaded when we got back. We were able to corral them into the small corral, put them in the trailer. That took several people just because when they get their mind made up, they don't want to do something. It's hard to move a 200-pound animal. That's about, like a big boulder. They're low to the ground, and they can't be pushed very easily. But when they don't want to move, they don't want to move. So just unloading them was a complete fiasco. Kind of funny, they did really well at the other property. They were able to kind of put some temporary fencing up for them, and has a friend of a friend that fed them and took care of them, and yeah, life was good for them. Other than the smoke, they didn't really care for the smoke, but they did pretty good. So these guys will go. These guys will be. We're gonna have these guys butchered in December, and so they're gonna put on a little more weight, but they're ready to go now. This guy here has got to be getting close to 300 pounds, and you know, maybe the small one's 250. But let's see. We also have the horses and the cows, and the horse, cows, and the donkey. Let's see if we can get out there and get them. Say hello. Della has been rolling in the mud, so she's a dusty donkey. So Della is our newest to the farm. She is she's about 15 years old. They're like the size of a horse, but they're ornery and playful like a goat. So lots of personality, and she likes the grain. This is Calypso. So she is she's our newest. It's been raining and it's been muddy outside, and so she's been rolling around in the mud. Normally a white horse. Trailer in, and a livestock trailer, and moved them, and they went in pretty good. Honestly, the bigger animals are probably easier because they kind of know the routine. They kind of mind better than the pigs. But so yeah, these are newest to the farm. Super happy to have them. Real loving, biting on my shirt because they want grain. So we'll go give them some grain since we coaxed them over here. But we give them some little extra love during the stress. Yep. Huh, Della? Yeah. Let's see. We got the cows. So this guy here, this is Curly. Curly's days are getting close. He's also going to go in December. These are little heifers here. These are, I don't know, a little over a year old. We're going to breed these guys, I think, or the girls. Too bad getting them moved. And we used the same. We had a horse trailer. We were able to move all 3 cows together, put them on another piece of property where it was safe. They moved fairly easily, but we were able to put them. Actually, I think the way we got them was we put them in the corral and then just ran them into the trailer, and they went in real easy. So, and moved them back pretty easily. Well, we didn't have a corral to move them back, so we had to kind of herd them into the trailer. But yeah, they're back. We got the pasture to graze on now, and they're happy, and life's back to normal. So the goats, they probably had it the roughest. They got put in a little pen for a week. They weren't really enjoying that, but we kept them safe. The kids probably wouldn't have liked it too much if I would have left them on the property, even though I might have considered it. But I do have a soft spot. I don't, even though they're a pain in the butt, I can't see them. Couldn't stand to see them just burn up in the fire. So, but yeah, the goats are safe. One of the things we were really worried about was the bees. You know, when you put smoke in a beehive, it calms them down and everything. But one of the things that can happen is, you know, just too much stress, and they'll just leave. But anyway, we were really worried, are they going to make it? And they are. I mean, I don't even need to open it up. I can see that they're coming and going here. We have the two hives left. You know, we lost the other 3 earlier this year, but we have the 2 hives left, and they're coming and going and still doing good. So I'm glad to see that they made it. Because we were definitely worried. We didn't take them with us. That was one thing we couldn't do, was couldn't take them with us. But they did fine. Not everyone can take care of 4 Bernese mountain dogs. We're not everybody set up for that, and so we had to put them in a kennel on our family's property, and because they're not set up with fencing and everything like that, you know, they had to be in a little 10x10 kennel for a week. And so we brought them out a few times to be able to run around, but for the most part they were locked up. So they're happy to be home, and happy to be able to tear up my backyard like they normally do. We realized that through all of this, we need to get a better setup for them. We're gonna put a kennel that they can be into to get dry. The rain's starting to come, which is great for the fire, but it's makes for muddy dogs. And so they can get in the garage and stay dry, but they tend to want to go out in the mud. So we're gonna put a roof over their kennel and be able to keep them drier when this rain's really bad. And so the whole thing is, you know, a lot of people out here, you know, in the Mohawk Valley, they ended up, some of them left the animals behind. It's just a lot of work to move all the, you know, we have a horse, a donkey, 40 some chickens, 3 pigs, 2 goats, just a lot of stuff to move in a short amount of time. But just the community help and the effort that was made by several, you know, friends and family was just tremendous, and we're able to do it all in a short amount of time and get out and get safe. And for the most part, you know, we made a few trips back and we forgot stuff, but we were at least safe, and we, as long as we could, you know, still come and take care of a few things when they were allowing us back on the property, we did that. Why don't you pick all these raspberries in?
Oh, okay.
Get a bowl.
They're covered in ash, so
We'll wash them. But for the most part, if it all burned down, we were okay and our animals were okay. So yeah, just you know, just a terrible thing. And you realize the work that you know, all these people put into their properties and raising their livestock, and have it all go away because of a fire is just, you know, is a real tragedy, and it's just feel terrible for the people that did lose their homes. And we're so thankful that ours is here and everything is back to normal, and we're able to you know, just kind of continue on. So yeah, we appreciate you watching our video. You know, as always, don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll try to put these videos out as often as we can, but we always appreciate you watching, and until next time, have a great day.
And then
she wants to be in more video. So Della, come here. If you haven't learned by now, Della's my favorite, but she loves to get in the mixed up in the middle of stuff. Like, she's literally trying to knock the camera over. So anyway, hey, come here. But we got Calypso and Della.